So my name is Gina Papush. I'm the Global Chief Data Analytics Officer for QBE Group. My background is in mathematics and statistics. I studied applied math and computer science as an undergrad, and I did my graduate studies in statistics focusing on environmental research. I actually worked as an environmental researcher early in my career and then migrated into the industry. I've done analytics for consumer finance, consumer lending, banking, went into consulting for a few years, worked in maybe 10 different industries during that time, almost everything I can think of but insurance, but did something very close to insurance, did manufacturer warranty analytics, and then went back into financial services, and I'm more of a newcomer to the insurance world with the last 3 years in data analytics for commercial insurance. Well, when I think about analytics in insurance and what's different and similar to my past roles and experience, I bring into it the analytic expertise and the experience of working across different business models. I've done quite a lot of credit analytics and underwriting analytics in my past life in a different industry, but in consumer and banking, you find a lot of underwriting and lending decisions that are made that have a lot of similarity to insurance. I worked in mortgages where we had distribution models that were quite similar, where we worked through intermediaries, broker partners, third parties where they were writing business on our paper. And certainly there's a lot of commonality in analytics for the consumer lines. Commercial lines are quite different, and that was something that attracted me to make a move into insurance and see how we can adapt the analytic method, tools, and thought process into the commercial insurance space. I was the first hire into the data analytics area globally when we started up in North America. In the last 18 months, we've expanded the function across all of our regions. So we've seen dramatic shift and change in our business adapting data analytics and investing in the capability. So we've brought folks just like myself into each of the major regions. We've been building teams around them. We have expanded in terms of the types of analytics we do quite dramatically. We were initially quite focused in the claims area, and we're now working across underwriting and customer growth areas as well with our business partners. And we have quite a few more data scientists and advanced analytics type folks who have expertise in predictive modeling, machine learning, natural language processing, as well as insurance backgrounds and financial services and other industry backgrounds. So it's a pretty diverse team. We have a very diverse business. I mean, we truly are a global insurer, and we have different lines of business that are more prevalent in different regions. There are also different types of products that are offered across regions, so we have a fairly significant degree of variability in the market environments, products, and the needs of our customers that we need to support through analytics. In terms of types of data we work with, we are primarily working with data within our systems, and the data, some of the data obviously structured, and other sources of data are unstructured. Mostly we're working with text data, forms data, not yet working with as much of speech to text because of the nature of our business and because we're quite commercially focused. That's not the largest portion of our business. So we're quite fortunate that majority of our text data is in English. Part of that is due to our geographic footprint. United States, United Kingdom, Australia represent the majority of our business. But we do have presence in Europe, and in Asia we're quite present in Singapore and Hong Kong. So those are also heavily English-based, but we do have other languages as well in Latin America, and we've been using some advanced tools to solve for that problem. Well, I think when I look at our opportunities at QBE and at the industry as a whole, I think there will be continued pace of rapid change. And some of that has to do with the developments that are occurring in our space in terms of tool sets, technologies, a lot of open source capabilities that are enabling the types of analytics we couldn't do even 5 years ago. I think for us, within QBE, I'm looking forward to the biggest changes around our business partners adopting analytics more readily and more extensively throughout the business. So when I think about the way those of us in analytics, not necessarily in a data scientist role, but in broader analytics roles, invest our time, I think it's actually the best spent time is with the business partner. I mean, we have a lot of people with deep analytic expertise, and obviously none of the stuff we do works without that analytic expertise. But there is a big area of business adoption that is absolutely critical. So working with a business partner is sort of the key to success, I think, in the end of the day. Even if you have the best models and that's not there, you're probably going to have a hard time getting to the result that you want. So I spend easily half of my time across the business with partners, and the rest of our leadership team, does probably as much. I love what I do, and that gets me up and going. Feeling that we're creating a positive contribution, we're helping the business achieve our goals, and we're doing something cool. Those are things that are important for me. I think reflecting on my last 3 years in insurance, the one thing I would love to have is the folks on the business side not seeing it as much of a threat, but seeing it as an enabler. Coming through the 20-plus year career and having spent a good part of that in financial services, I saw this type of transformation take place back in the early to mid-90s. And so we're walking down a path that other people have walked down to, and things that may seem scary or a little bit hard to believe actually will and can work. And the key is to have faith and not be afraid of trying something new and have some failures. Well, I think the question of going through something that didn't work, I think is an important one. We probably all did in the analytics field. I've had models that didn't work, and they've been fixed. I've had data that didn't work or technologies that didn't work, and they've been fixed. The hardest one to fix is the strengths of trust and relationship. And those I work as hard as I can on because they are most difficult to fix.